Alright, so it is April 30th, 8:55 p.m. and I don't know, I wanted to sit down because I have felt my emotions running so high for the past week. Yesterday was the last day of the spring semester at my school, and this past week I've been like running around crazy trying to turn assignments in and get things in, and you know, that like finals week stress that every college student knows all too well. And I finally, I submitted my last assignments Friday night, so that was the 28th. Yes, because today's Sunday and it's the 30th, yes. So I submitted my last assignments Friday, and then yesterday I kind of just like, I'm not even sure if I was like cognitive of the fact that it was like, oh my god, I'm done, because it was like I knew I was done, but I was kind of just like breathing for the first time in a week. And today all I can think about is how I have finished my junior year of college. I got an email from my advisor because I had sent her an email to see if I was on track, and she said that the course that I am on right now, I will be graduating in spring of 2024, which means this time next year I will be done with college. I will have my bachelor's in elementary education, and I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think about because on the one hand it feels like, wow, how am I already like so close to graduation, and on the other hand it's like, wow, can college be over already? This past year has been, I want to say, the most eventful year of my college experience. I started college in 2020, so it was literally 2 months, no, 3? March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, no, not 3. It was a couple months into the pandemic. And that was the beginning of my college experience, was pandemic time, online, not meeting people, not going out, not having college experiences. And I stayed online for the first 2 years of college. I live with my grandmother, so I was worried about her health. My sister has health issues since she was a baby, so I was worried about her, and my great-grandma. So it was like I felt safer and I felt better to take all of my classes online, so that there wasn't so that there was less of a chance of getting any of my family members sick. And I wouldn't change that at all, but it definitely did. Like, when I look back at my college experience, I'm like, whoa, like what was my college experience exactly? So this past year in the fall, I decided to do something that I had been wanting to do since I was a little girl, which was go through recruitment or rush a sorority, and I did, and I ran home. I accepted a bid and I ran home last fall. So I have been a member of the sorority that I am a member of for 2 semesters now. I started last year as like a pledge or a new member, and then I became a fully fledged initiated sister. And I would say that this, being in a sorority, is where I've gotten most of my college experience. I have met girls that I have so much in common with, which was amazing. I now have these amazing friends in college. That's so cool to have that now after like 2 years of basically like I was on my own completely, like tunnel vision focus. And I have met not only girls in sororities, I've met guys in frats that have been super nice, and it's just crazy to think about how much I missed out on those first 2 years. So it makes me really sad that I have to take a step back for my sorority next semester. Like I said before, I am an elementary education major. My grandma was a teacher. I'm studying to be a teacher. Education is very important to me. So school has always come, well, not first. First is family, friends, my loved ones. So that's first, and school is second. I had never struggled so much with school as I have this semester. I think for the past 2 years, juggled school, hanging out with my family and friends, and work, and that was really good. And then specifically this semester, spring, my first full semester as an initiated sister, I felt so stretched thin, which is like, and if you know me, I'm all about my planning, my lists, my getting stuff done, crossing things off. And so to feel so like far behind in everything made me like, I don't want to say crazy, but it definitely messed with me a little bit. because I felt like I wasn't really proficient in anything. Like I wasn't seeing my family enough, I wasn't seeing my friends enough, I wasn't at sorority stuff enough, I wasn't being good enough in like school. I have a 4.0 GPA that I have maintained for pretty much every semester of college except for one because of stupid environmental science. I hated that class. I didn't even have to take it. I found out later. Terrible experience. But with the exception of that one semester where I took environmental science, I have maintained a 4.0. That's really important to me. I work my butt off for it, and I know it's like, oh, like passing's passing, and like yes, but when you like are really putting in the work, you want to see something come out of it, and like for me, passing is like not enough. And that's just me. Like I totally understand that's not everybody, but when I am like for hours like sitting in front of my computer like perfecting papers, this, that, whatever, it makes me feel so good to know that like there is something like on the other side where I can be like, I like got all A's and like I earned them, and that's super important to me. And this was the first semester where I was like, oh my god, like not only wasn't sure if I was gonna get like A's, I wasn't sure like if I was gonna pass one of my classes. I was like, oh my god. And things got out of hand so quickly, and I had to really sit down and be like, you've had really great times and it's fantastic that you got those experiences, but next semester, no. I'm taking 5 classes next semester. And you might be thinking, oh, she's an elementary education major, like teacher classes, super easy. And like the content is fairly easy, but it takes time. Like all of my classes are about 3 hours, then I have homework, then I have to do field hours for each of those classes, and then I have homework on those field hours. So it's like I have 3-hour classes, homework, I have at least 10 hours per class. So if I'm taking 4 classes, that's like 40 hours that I have to go to a school, and then I have to write papers, reflections, do assignments based off of those observation hours, and I have a job, and I need to see my friends and family, and then there's also the sorority. So it was kind of a lot to juggle, and I know that there are girls who juggle way more in my sorority, and I'm just like super, like I look up to them so much. I don't know how they do it. Through talking to some of my close like friends in the sorority, I was like, I don't know, like, and finally I decided to apply to take a break, and actually that application it's been sent through, but I don't know if it has been approved or if it will be approved. I hope it will, because to be honest, I don't know if I can do this again next semester. This semester was pretty tough. So far I have 2 of my grades back, and I do have A's for those 2 out of my 4 classes, and I'm waiting for the other 2, which will hopefully also be A's, fingers crossed. But I don't know, I just wanted to sit down because like I take classes this summer, and then in the fall, and then next spring I have my student teaching like seminar, and then I'm done. So I am effectively like a senior at this point, and I have 1 more year of college left. I don't know why I put both fingers up. I have 1 more year of college left, and I feel like now more than ever it is so important to document stuff. I tried to document as much as I could have possible from this past year, especially after I joined my sorority, because I was like, you know, these are memories and moments that I'm going to want forever, especially because I have so few of them. And I'm really happy, you know. I went to my first frat party, first and last and only, like that was a one-time experience, no need to repeat. I made wonderful friends in my sorority. I have my fam who I love, love, love. I have my big, my twin, my aunt, my G-big, my GG big, my extended fam, meeting girls in other sororities and guys in fraternities, going to events, raising money for each other's philanthropies. Like that's all been so amazing. My sorority's philanthropy is the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, so I went and I did like a hospital tour, and that was so cool, and I want to volunteer, and I have to see how I'm going to work that out, and maybe I'll have more time to do so now. Especially in the summer, I would love to go and volunteer. My sorority's philanthropy was a big reason why I chose it. My sister, like I said, had health issues as a child, and I love children. I want to be a teacher. I want to work with children, so it was a really big factor behind my choice, besides how much I felt comfortable with the girls there. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Like I just watched my big 3D and like graduate, and so it's crazy to think that like that will be me in like a year, which is a lot but not a lot at all. So I don't know. So the break that I applied for technically is 2 semesters, but I can come back at any time, and so I think I'll take fall and then go back in the spring, because at that point I'll just have my student teaching, so it won't be so much for me. Hopefully I get to become a big at some point. I really only have 1 semester to do that now if my application gets approved, so I'm really hoping that in the fall whoever our new members are, I really click with one of them, and maybe they'll want me to be their fig, and I would be super happy to be somebody's fig. I have some videos from this past semester that I want to edit and put up for, you know, my friends that want to see them, and for me. I don't know, they're just cute little, I've just been literally running around with my camera, and everybody's like at this point, like, it's expected that I'll have my camera, and I'm just running around like smile, smile, and like just taking, like, trying to get like candid photos and videos of people and places, and I don't know. I feel really grateful for the memories that I've made over the past year. Fall was good, and I feel like more happened in the spring actually. It's just really cool to see. It's kind of hard to explain because I'm definitely like the same, knowing that I've had certain experiences, like when my kids in the future, hopefully if I have them, they're like, oh, Mom, how was, you know, did you ever go to a frat party? I can be like, yeah, I went to exactly one, and tell them about that. Like I said, semester's over, summer term starts in like literally a week. Unfortunately, I have a very short break. I'll take 4 classes this summer and then 5 in the fall, and then I'll take my student teaching in the spring. I also have a few more like tests, like big exams that I have to pass. I think it's like 5 more that I have to take. So I do have my work cut out for me, and we'll see how that goes. I will be recording everything. I want to try to go to, you know, as many events as I can go to for my sorority and other sororities and frats on campus, because I really do love going to these events. It's like you're there for a good cause and you end up having fun and you get to meet new people, and I love that. It's just time-wise, I cannot afford to be going to as many of them as I would have to as like a fully active sister. At least this way I can still go, but I can also plan more around my schedule and the other stuff I have to get done. I guess I just want to say that if you're any of the people that I've mentioned in this video, the people that I've met over this past year that have made some of these amazing, beautiful memories with me, thank you so much. I love you guys. Even the people that I've met just briefly, some of them have been super nice, and I've like had experiences that they probably don't think were a big deal but were like a super big deal to me. So yeah, I don't know. I am a senior in college. Isn't that crazy? Like 2 semesters left? Well, technically 3 if you want to count summer, but we won't. 2 semesters left. I don't know how to end this. This is me signing off as a junior who is now a senior. Alright, I think I've said everything that I needed to say in this video. I was ooey gooey, mushy gushy ushy, and I think I'm gonna go watch some Drive to Survive because that is my current obsession, and I'm on like season 2 and there's like 5 of them, I think. And I've got to catch up before the Miami Grand Prix next week because I plan to watch with Natalie, and I want to like have more information. I don't want to be like, wait, Nat, what's going on, you know? By the way, for frame of reference for me, if I look back on this in the future, I am 20 right now.